Hello, I'm Beth Espy, the Manx Radio News Monkey. Sorry about the dreadful voice. I've been suffering with the Christmas snots. Anyway, you haven't turned on to listen to me. I'm of an age now where I can remember the old "It'll Be All Right on the Night" shows with Dennis Norden, where the best way to watch it was to record it on your VHS recorder so you could spin forward over all the boring link bits like this. I could go on, but best not. You're wanting to hear just how badly we've managed to mangle, twist, forget or generally bugger up parts of our output over the last 12 months. And the answer is pretty well.
Live Lounge Christmas playlist with Christy de Haven is at 3:30 through until 7:30. 3:30 through until 5:30. I had to think about that. Howard Kane is back with I Am 19. Merry, I can't even say it. Movie music.
Bye, your love. I guess I didn't try hard enough. But we can work this like a 9 to 5.
The phone over there, it's like you only think about what you can see. It's like random. Oh my word. Oh, how embarrassing.
Speaking of phones, is that someone having a guess at what we're describing? Or is
right
that
on cue.
Order of your pizza confirmation? Is it a hot date for later? I mean, what's going on that phone? Can you, who is it texting you now? Who is it? Can you say?
I can say, if you don't mind, it's Gareth Moore, actually.
Oh. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? What's Gareth doing up at this time of the morning? I thought he'd still be well entrenched in bed, it being the Easter holidays.
I've no idea.
Time for the news with Sean Cowper, Moramai.
Coming up, we've got another Mind the Gap for you, a song lyric contest to test you out on.
There we go.
There we go. Don't do those lyrics.
Absolutely, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
It's 9 o'clock, time for the news with Amy Griffiths. Moramai, Amy.
The World Health Organization says it's to review the way it gathers data on the island's COVID figures. The website shows the Isle of Man with a drop of 73%.
And they say to you, I was listening the other day, you're right about apprentices. What's happening with them? What's this government doing? I said, well, you need to get onto your politician way. And you're...
Oh, David, you've disappeared. Give us a call back. I think your battery may have run out. But give us a call back and get in touch.
Only lighter, so we'll do it a bit lighter. So we're just going to use 2 fingers each today, in the nicest sense, before anyone says anything.
That sounds awful.
Sounds a little dubious,
that. Don't make me laugh, I've got a sore back.
No, honestly, it was...
Play some music, Howard.
Beautiful music. Dangerous rhythm.
David's with us now. Back, David. Yes, hello.
Hi, Andy. I'm just wondering whether you're picking me up all right, because you sound like a robot at the minute.
And so do you as well. You sound a bit like a robot.
I know. So I'm
stay there. Just stay there. Stay there, David. We'll call you back and try and find a better line. In the meantime, Chris is here.
Hello. Sorry, guys. I'll start that again.
The Man in Line with Andy Wint.
I think we found David. Is everything okay? I don't sound like a Dalek, do I?
No, you really sound like a robot. You know what I think? I think Big Brother's listening.
It's Alexa. That's what it is. You're all you've got Alexa, haven't you?
I've got 3 or 4 in the house. They're great. I must admit they're great, but they are a nuisance sometimes.
Don't you think Alexa sounds a bit Russian?
Oh, I know. I got mine from where did I get mine from? Oh, up by B&Q.
The street lighting has not been off for over 2 days. Now, this frequently happens. It will go off and we'll be in complete dark for a day or so, and then it will come back on and never go off again.
OK, so this has been going on for a little while?
On and off, yeah.
My fella will be in the UK, which is irritating. So I need to sort of, I don't know, just do something to make myself feel good.
Best not to ask what that was. Nothing to do with the earlier clip with Christy and I, I'm sure. Cake. That'll be it. The Methuselah of man, George Ferguson, starting off that package, of course, proving that just because you've been at it for over 70 years, it doesn't actually mean you get any better. But equally promising to hear some of the younger contingent with decades of incompetence stretching ahead of them getting in on the act. and the battle of the bots, Winty versus Quirky. Onwards, I'm boring myself already. This next package leaps to life with Sean Cowper, beloved of the early risers among you, though not necessarily if you're an MHK, tries out her latest nightclub chat-up line. And George again, using the old broadcaster's technique of, if you've forgotten what you're meant to be saying, just come out with whatever old bollocks come into your head.
Here's a slightly personal question. Face, bum, or bit in the middle?
There's a Turkish farmer called Izet Kokak who is not completely unfamiliar to doing strange things with his animals. I'll come to that in a bit.
Thank you very much. The Manx Radio team have made this happen. The engineers, Ben Hartley, Alex Brindley and Christy D back at the station. We will be having more analysts of the budget, if that's a word, in Update. That's the one. It was going so well. It's probably time now to say goodbye. Thank you so much.
Well, that's got the show off to a pretty emphatic start. That was... what did I say it was called?
And Bamba Gascione, the original host of University Challenge, has died.
Brilliant. Yeah, well, it's been a long time since I've been on the dating scene, since I was 16 actually, so wow. I maybe was a few inches shorter then in height, and and a woman's...
Rapidly, get to the story.
Yeah. Oh no. A woman's...
Hello, Christmas tea.
I almost have to sort of suck it first before it goes kind of into the back of my mouth. So, right, OK, well, we're not fancying any of that, it has to be said.
Broadcasting online on smartphone apps, smart speaker, FM and AM from Douglas in the Isle of Man. Sure Radio Van, and this is Manx Radio. It's 8 o'clock and time for the news with Charlene Sudoku. Moramai.
Moramai.
The Mannanin at 3 o'clock sailing from Douglas to Liverpool.
Did I call you Sudoku? Are you there, Charlene? She's disappeared and gone.
I'm here.
Did I call you Sudoku?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm slap my hand.
And Celtic moved to the top of the Scottish Premiership for the first time since August.
Karen Walker is the Girl Guiding Island Commissioner.
Yeah, it was a little trundle around and trying to get used to the old bike again. You know, it's nice riding the old bike in a way. It's comfortable, like a pair of old slippers, or sliding into an old ex-girlfriend. You know what you get.
You can't say that here on Radio TT. You can't say that.
Oh, sorry, Chris. I thought that was acceptable.
No, not at all. No. Don't forget, there's children listening, Sam. So you have to apologise now.
I apologise.
Sorry, children everywhere. If you don't know what he was talking about, ask your gran. She'll have been there. Chris Kinley, showing that he may seem a roughy, tufty biker type, but inside there beats the heart of a particularly strict primary teacher. And Lewis Foster, as we always think in the newsroom, a man to rise to the task. In this next little collection, Sean swallows a fly, Kiri forgets you never ask an old Manx farmer, "Ooh, how are things?" And Morris Powell loses the plot entirely. Oh, and Amy Griffiths apparently takes up drug dealing.
Paul Moran, thank you very much indeed and welcome. It's Manx Radio Breakfast for Thursday, the 21st of July, and I'm just wondering why it's doing that, because it shouldn't be doing that.
Manx Radio Breakfast, powered by IQ.
Feeling of deja vu in the studio. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, the 21st of July. Paul Moran, thank you very much.
Educational charity Munjavega has announced the closure of its nursery at Braddon after 25 years. It's one of two nurseries operated by the Manx Language Organisation, the other being in St John's.
Really want to make this an organisation where people are proud to work, they understand their roles, they're enabled to get on.
Irving Berlin, that prolific songsmither.
But Co-op Area Manager Andy Corrie says people will be...
You're having a bit of a struggle. Shall I take over?
Excuse me.
Shall I take over? I've got the script here.
Well, here we are now with Johnny. How's the weekend been, Johnny?
It's been a rotten weekend.
Oh, golly.
We look rapidly into the disappearing future, and to start the ball rolling, well, we'll bounce it into a smash hit. With Raina Bass and Ben Van Gelder and the Metropole Orchestra, here's... I've written the same name down twice, so I can't read what it's called.
A poo sample.
Let's go straight into that then. Cockroaches. Yeah, you chase them away downstairs. The gremlins that they are. So what's going on with cockroaches?
So, Eric Coates, The Sleepy Lagoon.
Sorry, guys, that is not the Sleepy Lagoon. I'll be with you again shortly.
I don't care. I love the sunshine. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not going to complain. It's gorgeous out there. I mentioned the mini parish fun walk. How did I get that so very wrong? There's one for the bloopers, Howard. I think it's sunstroke.
And particularly inspired by the view from Breeden Hill across several shires. James Langley's The Coloured Counties. Oh, everything is going wrong this evening, guys. I'm sorry about that. That is not James Langley's The Coloured Counties. I've no idea what that was.
It's Tuesday on Manx Radio. I thought it's too fast.
Sailing By. What else can I say? A beautiful, relaxing piece by Ronald Binge. Sorry, that is not Ronald Binge Sailing By. We'll try again.
This week I take a trip up north. This week I take a trip up north. No, I take a trip to the north. There we are.
Right, this is Sailing By. Apologies for all the mess today. I don't know what's going wrong, just not choosing the right discs. So we'll try and refocus. Ronald Binge, Sailing By.
This week I take a trip up north. Start again.
I think just this week I take a trip to the north.
To the north. I keep missing the north out.
I'm toying with insemination.
There we are.
An island property company has unveiled what's being described as one of the biggest commercial developments in Douglas for decades.
There we are. The Governor, Sir Lieutenant John... oh, I don't know how you say it. Hang on. What's his name? Sir John... How do you put it?
Carson's Pharmacy has been awarded the licence to import and dispense medicinal cannabis products. Amy Griffiths has more.
She was awarded the MBE for her services to children's music. And here she sings Blue Blazin' Blind Drunk.
The great John Caneen there with what could be the anthem for so many Christmas parties. Coming up, a rare chance to hear Sean Cowper being turned on by Chris Williams. That thought's going to stick in your head for a while. Rhiann Evans fesses up why the first half of her show was, well, non-existent. And Morris is at it again, trying to put an S into light music.
Over to you for the ferries and the flights. I'll turn you on, though.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
And the weather today, mainly dry and largely cloudy, with the rest of the brightness later in the day.
The organisation says it's due to the Ben McCree requiring essential repairs at Camel Lard in Merseyside. Rob Pritchard has more details.
With Miss Truss's replacement in post by next Friday at the latest. UK government.
Man Benham. Contact us by...
Understandable. Colin says, did you forget which buttons to press? No, Colin, I didn't. I'll tell you what I did forget. The keys to get into the building. To be frank with you. Got here and was like, I don't have the keys. And then frantically called Chris Sully. He's not on island. Why don't you call the engineers? They can unlock the building from outside the building. Don't have their number, do you?
166 177 or email studio@manxradio.com if you really could be bothered to.
Wrong hole. Sorry about that. The wrong disc in the wrong hole.
Subscribe to the podcast by the Wanks. Subscribe.
On a personal level, if you've got elderly relatives who might be living alone, I think it's important to reach out to them and talk to them, for one, because that might just be what they need.
My father has found me a job looking after the cows, but while I'm there, I'm going to meet my lover.
When asked about the budget for the work by Manx Radio, Chris Thomas couldn't give a
big box with a 6-inch hole in it.
Lovely pools, teeming with bacteria and fungi, fluting off all those lovely sweaty tourists. Yes.
This is a piece I don't think I've played before. It's a waltz, Lazy Night, from 1932. Eric Coates. Sorry, guys, you're going to have to disregard that last piece altogether. That wasn't even a waltz, it was some sort of gavotte. Just 1 second. So I apologise for that. That was completely the wrong piece, and I didn't even notice, which is shameful. I was just kind of listening to it. Then I suddenly thought, You can't count 3 to this. It ain't a waltz. There we go. So this is Eric Coates' waltz, Lazy Night. Sorry, guys, that isn't even the waltz, Lazy Night. Just hold on 1 second.
Of course, everyone these days has heard of Greta Thunberg for some reason. I'm not sure where that was going.
Yes.
I was just like, oh.
For some reason or other.
For some reason, I couldn't tell you why.
Right, third and final chance before I slip my wrists. This is Eric Coates' Lazy Night.
How we love those crushed velvet seats.
And Google has sacked a senior software engineer after he claimed the company's Al chatbot is a sentient being. I meant AI, didn't I? The search engine's parent company, Alphabet, feels Blake Lemoine's accusations are wholly unfounded. Could probably do with a sentient being here reading the news.
Such is her enjoyment. She started slamming it to the left.
The trouble is, there's never a sentient being around when you want one. A clip from Beth Espy's news training manual where she stresses the importance of pre-reading your script. Now, hard though it is to believe, we are actually getting better if the average number of bloopers per year is anything to go by. The first bloopers programme, of which we'll hear a little bit in a moment, was over an hour long. Or it could be that we're making the same number of mistakes, but not managing to drag them out as long. Or people are just deleting their mistakes from the logger. This last package features Ben, stuck on repeat, political correspondent Phil Gaughan waving his end around, and Chris Williams is talking from his arse. Again.
And we started the week with a brand new.
Right, let's see. That does seem to be working properly. So long as I don't waggle my end too much. That certainly picked up.
one for Christmas Day.
And we started the week with a brand new clue for our daily competition flat.
The Isle of Man's Chief Minister has defended the decision to visit South Africa amid the cost of living crisis and says
we started the week with a brand new Kylie Jenner in third place, closely followed by Selena Gomez and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Well, there we go.
The Block Johnson.
Don't know where that came from. It's that time of the morning. I need to lie down in a dark and quiet corner, I think. So, Dwayne.
Welcome to breakfast, Ben and Sean.
You're not Ben.
I'm not Ben. No, Chris and Sean. For a couple of hours until 9:30.
And we started the week with a brand new clip. And we started the week.
I think I did okay, and unfortunately, just before I left Dublin, I heard that I was whoops, sorry. I'm so sorry.
And we started the week with a brand new clue for our daily competition, Flashback Alley, and it's certainly kept you guessing today.
And that's going to shape future service provision on the island. Siobhan Fletcher.
Myself and Beth will be back in the morning.
Oh, you can get a bag of hands for how much? £60. £60.
Myself and Beth will be back in the morning. And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some more
Naked Boys in Ancient Greece. So I'll just leave that one with you.
And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some further.
Home of Rest for Old Horses there on Richmond Hill is teeming with I was going to say old nags.
It's all right.
And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some more. And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some more clues for Flashback Alley.
Now, Dave actually listens to my programme. Well, to be honest, he's listened to it once, and actually that was by accident. He happened to be working late and was flicking through the radio channels and come across Manx Radio, and there was my voice, which he recognised. So, nevertheless, that counts as a fan. He can join the other 3 or 4 people that regularly listen to this programme when they remember.
And myself and Beth will be back in the morning with some more clues for Flashback Alley. We'll have the top stories you're waking up to, along with the weather and the travel news.
Heim for Simon. Well, firstly,
Hyman. Oh no, wait. Sorry. Wasn't thinking. I usually just merge two words together because it makes me laugh. I didn't realise that was already.
Hi, Simon. Hi, Simon. I've got a frog. Hell.
Do you want something to poke it out?
Soothe it.
Not the clam one either.
Welcome to another Women Today podcast replay. Essentially, Beth and I, looking back, being a bit sort of, what the I don't know what I'm saying. being a bit wacky.
Keep it in.
Dear. You start it.
Oh, what a feeling!
So how, I hear you all shout, does this collection of incompetence compare with historic bollocks? Well, here's a short compilation from 2008 featuring some great voices from Manx Radio's past. Have a listen and see what you think.
More than 1 in 3 11-year-olds are leaving primary school without reaching the expected standing in reading, writing and maths. I can clearly read.
Families are being urged to come along and bring a picnic or even a barbecue, if I can say it.
The state of sea are rough or very rough, occasionally high in parts at first. Now, the tides in the Isle of Man area, we've got low tide at midnight and the high tide.
Sorry about that.
5 in the morning.
I don't know how that kicked in all on its own there. Sorry.
No problem, Bernie.
Okay.
As I say, low tide at midnight.
Now,
and high tide 6:25 in the morning.
Okay. I do apologise, Eddie.
Okay, Bernie.
Do you want to just go back over the last few things you were saying there, please, if you would?
And it is the season of goodwill to all men, and that includes at Manx Radio passing season's greetings to our other competitive radio stations.
Nicely done. So who are we going to phone then?
I think we'll phone Energy first, shall we?
I think we should. Who'll be on now?
I think it's Jason.
Is Jason still kicking round?
He is. So hold on, I've got the number here. Let's give it a ring.
No, I've spoken to Jason for years, actually.
He's probably forgotten who you are.
Yeah, he probably will. Be nice to sort of hear what he's got to say. So, you're ringing him, are you?
Here we go.
This is live radio. Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
You have entered FUK's #1 UK fetish domain,
Ooh.
where all fetishes are creatively catered for. Sex specialists...
Get this off. You can't have this on. Get it off.
No.
What's that? Have you entered a number from your personal mobile there?
No, I want to have a listen. Hold on.
The bondage...
No.
Get it off. My mother's listening. Your mother's listening as well.
I do apologise for that. Right.
You're listening to Talking Heads, and our studio guest this hour is sorry.
Chris Pycroft's come to...
There'll also be a display of Victorian memorabilia and ephemera. The event, which takes place from 7:30 to 9:30, links in with September's theme for the National Year of Reading, I should even say, which I can't, obviously. He's thought to have been 16 years old. It's believed the victim was involved in a fight shortly before he was attacked yesterday afternoon.
Prime Minister says the violence triggered by the President's re-election must be brought to an end. That's the news. It's 3... I don't know what time it is. Sorry, John.
How about 3.5 minutes past 2?
Yes.
Now, you can get more details about this on the government's website. That's the Treasury section.
The Commons Justice Committee, which has members from all parties, claims hasty measures have led to prison overcrowding.
Nigel Mansell won the World Drivers' Championship in Formula One. That might give it away. That's the wrong song. It's the right track. Well, it's the right artist. No, it's not. It's the right title, but it's the wrong artist. What have I done here? All right, we'll give you a clue here. It was supposed to be... Hang on a moment. It was supposed to be Right Said Fred. Not that Right Said Fred. What is going on here? Good heavens. How long have you been doing this, Williams?
That's a message from the Ballasalla Residents Association, embroiled in a battle with the Department of Local Government and the Environment over the Crossig farm development. The scheme to build 250 new... Oh, goodness me.
Things are happening this afternoon on the Fairfield. Of course, we're joined today by Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal. So it's a special day for the Isle of Man and a special day for Beth Espy. Beth, good morning.
Good, thank you. How are you? How's the little man? And the naughty little man? Oh.
You see, she's busy nattering now, you see.
Oh,
look.
yeah,
Look,
Ben
she's
is
getting into it.
I mean, he's just into everything.
She probably doesn't know that I'm talking to her, you see. She probably can't hear me.
This morning, she's panicking a bit.
Oh, she's talking away, look. Beth, are you there?
Yeah, it's a long day.
I know. Beth, are you there?
because you end up being
Yes, I have to agree, appearances can be deceptive. We are indeed just as incompetent now as we were 14 years ago. Well, 2023 is a whole new year and we always live in unlikely hope, which, as it happens, is Manx Radio's mission statement. I hope you had a very happy Christmas and may the new year bring you good health and happiness. Everything else is a bonus. Right, that's it. You coming, Beth? What's that you're holding?
The silver tankard for coming so many times. Further afield, 3 British soldiers have been cleared of killing... That was your fault, Stuart. You're so terrible. It's fine, I can do it now. I'll just read the final story, which says it's baby time for Chico, the Moroccan goat herder turned pop star. I'll just do the weather.